Welcome to Willow Glen in Motion. My name is Kevin C. Swanson, and I'll be your host. In previous shows, which you can find on our website at willowgleninmotion.com, we've explored emergency medical services in Willow Glen, more traditional services and support groups in Willow Glen, healing through prayer, and even cutting-edge medical research and development being done right here in Willow Glen. However, today we take a slightly different approach. Traditional Western medicines are relatively new. They are constantly changing, learning, and improving with technology. However, there are older forms of Eastern medicines that have changed very little and have been proven effective for thousands of years. While traditional Western medicines are the newcomer to the table, we refer to these older forms of Eastern medicines as alternative. It is a little backward, isn't it? Let's take a look at 3 forms of alternative Eastern medicines practiced right here in Willow Glen. Our next guest this evening is Chris Shelton. He's with Morning Crane. Chris, welcome.
Hi.
What is Morning Crane, Chris?
Morning Crane Healing Arts Center, we practice old style traditional Chinese medicine called Medical Qigong. We also teach numerous classes in Chinese medicine theory, Tai Chi, Qigong, Chinese face reading, how to look at a person's face to read their personality type, as well as Chinese nutrition and Chinese philosophy.
Where are you located then?
Located at 1314 Lincoln Avenue, Suite 2B, right off of Lincoln here in San Jose.
Oh, you're practically a neighbor here to Park Place Vintage then, aren't you?
Yeah, it's only a couple doors away upstairs, right? Upstairs from Baby Buzz.
Now, you're a very hard person to get a hold of. You're pretty busy in your practice, aren't you?
Yes, I am. My average day consists of 12 to 16 hours, working some days, some weeks, 6 days a week. So it's very challenging. But it's a combination of seeing clients as well as teaching a number of classes.
Okay. So when you told us what you did there, you threw out a number of Chinese terms, but perhaps you can define some of those for us.
Okay, so the Medical Qigong is about 5,000 years older than acupuncture.
Well,
they say it's one of the...
You look so young, too.
It's thanks to all that Qigong and Tai Chi I do. Throwing a sales pitch there. It's about 5,000 years older than acupuncture. It's one of the 5 main branches of traditional Chinese medicine. So the process of assessment is the same, understanding the function and dysfunction of the internal organs. Meridians, points are all the same. The only difference is I don't have a Class 2 license, mainly to insert needles. Right now there's no licensure for Medical Qigong, but the National Qigong Association is working on whether there's going to be a national certification or a licensure.
What type of patients are you working with?
I have really good success with any kind of chronic pain, migraines, sciatica, lower back pain, shoulder pain. I also do very well with depression as well as anxiety disorders, common colds and flus. Those are my most common ailments that I see. And it seems like it's in groups. And also the side effects of chemo. So Chinese medicine works really well with side effects of chemo.
So when I come into your office, what is the treatment like?
Well, the first part of the treatment session is a lot of Q&A. We have to, it's almost like putting together a picture of a mosaic. You grab all the small pieces and step away and you have a whole picture of the disharmony that's at hand. So the initial part is just trying to figure out a history of what's going on. And even the most minute question that may seem insignificant to you is very, very relevant to me. And then from there, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and do older techniques like cupping and gua sha or moxibustion. Well, in doing those kinds of techniques, except for the gua sha, then I'll be working on other points. There's qi that flows throughout the body, and as a practitioner, the same way that an acupuncturist inserts needles to regulate that qi, we could also, as a practitioner, regulate that qi through our fingers. And so using combination of points while doing other techniques, then we come about with pretty good results.
So this is like acupressure instead of acupuncture.
Right. It would be similar to acupressure, but I think it's a little bit deeper in the fact that so much study goes into understanding what's going on inside the body. And even the smallest thing from a common eye twitch means something to us. So it's a little bit deeper than that. And then also I combine in Chinese nutrition because In Chinese nutrition, food and herbs are considered qi as well too, and each of those food groups all have certain functions and regulate certain parts of the body as well.
Now, I understand from our previous questions that you work a lot with athletes. Is that correct?
Yeah, a lot of professional athletes. It's really interesting how my practice has switched. A lot of professional athletes, especially in the mixed martial arts field, they come in with a number of injuries, and because I train mixed martial arts also, I have a good understanding of how to fix them because I normally receive the same kind of injuries.
Appreciate you coming and talking to me. Do you have a website, or
Yes.
how do people get information on your practice?
They could call me at 391-2846. That's 408, or visit my website at www.morningcrane.com.
Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll have you back for our panel discussion.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. I was raised with Western medicines. Following a simple back injury, I received all the traditional medicines could offer, including MRIs, CAT scans, and traditional therapy, and all without much success. Traditional medicine told me that I had permanent nerve damage and would probably need walking assistance and would certainly live with pain the rest of my life. Upon a referral of a business attorney, I went to see a local chiropractor. After my 5th visit, my pain was gone. I was walking normally, and I had my life back. Do I believe in alternative medicines? Yes, I do. Slowly, our insurance companies, government organizations are beginning to accept them as well. I believe there is a place for both traditional and alternative medicines, and we blend them both well here in Willow Glen. I guess that's what makes Willow Glen such a great place to eat, work, shop, play, and stay healthy.